Even though MKLeo hasn't done like super good to his standards the past like 2 events, I think most people would still put him as number 1. But things are really starting to like get very close. How would I compare him to Tweek? I would say I think their peak level is roughly the same, but he's more consistent. Players, there's a lot of great players besides Leo and Tweek too. Like Chuton, The Boss, Nairo, Light. I enjoy watching Ultimate more than Smash 4, but I'm really not a fan of Smash 4 at all. To me, Smash 4 was the worst Smash game. I still think this game is very balanced so far. Yeah, I agree. Let go. I feel like balance-wise, this game is good. I would say that it's a few too many, in my opinion, boring top tiers, or most likely top tiers, but I still do not think that Snake and Olimar are absurdly busted. Like, I know it's a common theme to talk about this on our stream, but like, just look at how many characters people have complained about being, you know, best in the game and broken so far. It's like, right now people complain about Olimar and Snake. Next month, it's probably going to be some other character. If you talk about traditional heavies like Bowser and DK and stuff, then I don't think Inkling goes even against any of them. I think Inkling beats them all. But if you include like Snake and stuff, then it might be like 1 or 2 that is even. But no, I don't think this matchup is even. It's just like you need to remember not to jab. And Bowser obviously like hits hard as fuck. Especially fighting him online can be annoying. But like in a tournament setting, then no, this shit is not even. It feels competing in a game which receive active updates. I'm always a bit skeptical because, especially because Nintendo like doesn't have the best track record with like, you know, the competitive scene. But so far the changes have been very mild, and I would rather see that than like over nerfs early on. So from that point of view, I'm happy. Yeah, Void Sheik is really good, but it's not really that surprising because like he played Sheik in Smash 4, right? I actually enjoy like him and Star. It was like 2 of the few people I actually, you know, I think it was pretty fun to watch. For the most part, I had a hard time with everything that was Smash 4, but watching their Sheiks could be pretty fun at times. Enter PM? Nah, fuck that. Yeah, I personally need to use Inkling's up smash out of shield way more. I've tried to remind myself of doing it. I feel like a big part is just that I don't really know like against what moves slash what scenarios I can really use it, and then I end up underusing it, if that makes sense. Tweek can make any character look high tier or better, because he's just a really good player. Short answer on the Peach thing, but I don't really enjoy playing the same character game to game. To me, I don't really understand how a lot of people like always end up picking the same character. Or I understand like most people, like a lot of people do it because it's like the easy way out. And if you're a pro player, then yeah, results are important. Like, if I 100% only cared about winning in this game, I probably would have just picked Peach. Shit's called Ultimate Online and Brawl Online. Yeah, it's quite sad. Did I have more trouble against Peepus Marv or his Falco? It depended on my character. If he played Marv, it was easier for me to play Fox. But if he played Falco, it was easier for me to play Peach. He was still good in like those matchups, but yeah. His Marv was so fucking hard to play against as Peach. That shit was so rough for Peach. And the Falco matchup was never one of my best as Fox. Especially not at the time of like 2015 and stuff. So many of our sets was like double blinds. But for some reason, he pretty much always... for some reason, he pretty much... Like, he always started with Falco. Or with Marth, I mean. No. Even if you take a break from a game, you can get back to full form. I did barely play Melee for a year, and I came back. And my first year was, for my standards, bad. And I was still ranked 2nd in the world. And won, like, some tournaments. Even if I fell short on the biggest tournaments. And then after that year, I was like #1 for 2 years. Like 2.5 pretty much. How did I end up at Lions? They contacted me and pretty much just, you know, they wanted to get into Smash. I'm a Swede, had good results, looking to, you know, improve even more. I'm not sure if Ake recommended me or something, because he used to play Melee and go to tournaments. The Dota player. Have I played Naira's Ganon? Yeah, we played some friendlies at Summit. I think I won like 1 or 2 more than he did when we played that matchup. But his Ganon is good. His Ganon is good. I did have a hard time against his Palu though. Like, I took few games of his Palutena, but a lot of the games were like last hit. It was just like, I had a hard time to like actually take the games. His Lucina, I feel like I probably won slightly more against, or around even. But yeah, his Palo, I probably won like 10% of the games. But like 90% of the games was like last stock, 50 plus damage. Nah, I think Inkling does probably win the matchup, or at worst even. But yeah, Nairo is just the better player. But I did feel playing against, you know, Nairo, Samsora, and stuff at Summit. I really didn't feel like, you know, it was some crazy skill gap. Like everyone besides the Buses Olimar, I felt like was very winnable. What makes them better than me? Honestly, it's just... Okay, not just, but by far most things, it's just that this game is so much more similar than Smash 4. Or to Smash 4 than Melee. It's like, imagine you have like, let's say you have like a football player and an ice hockey player, and you create a sport that is really similar to football and have some similarities to ice hockey. Then of course the sports stars that played football will have a much easier time getting into the new sport. It's kind of the same thing here. Like, if you did play Smash 4 like at a high level, then you have a very drastic advantage over people that played like Melee, or, you know. Wait, what do you mean even MKLeo? Like, if you mean friendlies, yeah, against his Lucina, we went pretty even. But it was kind of the same thing with his Ike, like with Nairo's Palutena, that I took very few games against the Ike, but a lot of the games were pretty close. And I feel like a lot of it was like, I had no fucking clue to how to really play the matchup. Yeah, Bowser doesn't give a shit about rapid jabs. That's like one of the things that makes him like weird to play against. Like, because in so many scenarios you just wanna punish with jab. It's like, yeah, he doesn't give a shit. Ooh, let's go. As soon as I got that first one, I already saw what was coming. He actually might have been able to air dodge. Probably, but if an air dodge happened, would probably not have made it back anyway. Advice on approaching with Inkling's Bear? I use it sometimes like in close range when I think people are gonna dash, like just before they're about to dash away. It's like you're close to someone and you jump air, and then as they move away, you're catching them with the back air. That can be decent. For example,